In Brookhaven, I can grab several items here on the right. But today, I want to test with you what happens if I pick the scariest items and try to scare the players in the city. And I want to see their reaction, and also what's going to happen as soon as I use the scariest items. So for that, I called my friend who's going to help me do this. He said, "Where's the face?" Look, I'm still going to use it, especially because I want to test a bunch of them. So first, I have to find a house where I'm going to scare the player, but I didn't understand why there's a zombie here. So I'm heading over to see why there's a zombie right there. But I'm getting closer, and I'm a little scared because he's stuck here. But I'm going to talk to him because if he's stuck, it's fine. I said, "Hey, do you want to get out?" And if he does, I can help him get out of here. But guys, my friend just arrived here, and he said he doesn't talk, he's a zombie. And that's true, I had forgotten that. But he really is a zombie who doesn't say anything. So I'm sure I shouldn't let him out. But it looks like there's a player up there who's on the phone, and he's really angry. So I'm going to leave this zombie because he doesn't say anything. And now, I'm going to have to scare that other player using scary items. He said, "Which item are you going to use? And is it just one?" No, actually I'm going to use several items because I want to see which item scares the most. And I'm going to test at least 10 items to see which one is the scariest. So first, I'm going to have to go up here very carefully, and for that, I'm going to have to grab this bed on the right, and also this exact ladder. And now, I'm going to have to go up here in a really tricky way. But now, I finally managed to get up here, but in this spot I can walk through the wall, because it doesn't have proper physics. But guys, I'm going to try to carry my friend, and he jumped right here, and now I'm finally carrying him, and we're going to have to go up here. But I can't go up here because the player is right here on the phone, which means he'll notice if I go up. So I'm going to climb up the back of his house so he doesn't notice. So guys, I'm coming right here. I'm sure this is going to work, but I'll have to try it again. Perfect! I did it! And now it's just my friend, especially because I believe he doesn't need help anymore, since he went back over there. So I'm coming here to see his reaction as soon as I use the scary item, but it looks like he's still on the phone, and he's really angry. So I'm going to take the chance and go back here to use the scary items. First, I'm going to remove my items on the right, and I'm going to have to use exactly this outfit, and I'm going to make my character white. Now I'm going to search this word, and I'm going to use this item. And now, I'm going to use this ID, and now I look like this. He said, it's just missing the hair, because bald people aren't scary. And what my friend said is true. Bald monsters aren't scary. So I'm going to have to use some hair here on the right, and I'm going to pick a totally random hairstyle, and I think this one works. So now I'm going to have to go back here, because I want to see the player's reaction. And he's right here, messing with his phone, and now he noticed that I'm here. And he said, "Who are you? Get out of here now." Look, unfortunately I can't leave. But he closed the curtain, and he forgot about the roof, so I'm going to have to go up here in a really tricky way. Perfect! I'm trying again, but it's really hard, and it's almost impossible for me to get up here. So I'm going to try again, and I finally did it. But guys, my friend is still down here, and now he's finally coming out. And now he's coming up front, but the player just realized my friend is here, and my friend was simply banned, because he thought it was my friend who did it, but actually it wasn't. He said, "I knew it was a dummy doing this." And he really thought it was my friend, so much that now he's back to normal. But he's coming back here to watch TV. But what he doesn't know is that I'm on the roof of his house, and I'm literally right up here, and I'm going to show up right here so he gets scared. And as soon as he looks up here, he's going to realize that I'm here, and I'm sure his view is going to look really weird. He said, "How are you up there? I just banned you." Look, actually no, he just banned the imposter, and he didn't ban me, and his view must be really weird. He said, "Leave, I'll pay you $1 million to leave me alone." So I'm going to accept that money, especially because I really need it. Now I'm coming down here, and I went into his house. He said, "Where are you?" And actually I'm behind him, and he noticed that, and now he's going to have to give me that money. But guys, he just banned me, and he literally banned me after lying to me, and I'm not going to let that slide. And even my friend came back here, and he said, "Hey, we have to get revenge on him, but with an even scarier avatar." And what he said is true. I have to make an even scarier avatar, so that player learns his lesson. And actually, I'm thinking of freeing the zombie, so he comes out of the house and destroys this Roblox house. And maybe if I do that, it's actually going to be really smart. So I'm going to have to get a car, and I grabbed the same one as before, because this is one of the best cars of all, since it's a race car. And now, I'm arriving here in front, and I'm basically going to free that zombie, because I don't think he's an evil person, he's just someone who wasn't understood. And now he's been abandoned here. But I'm going to break this fence. I'm breaking it right here, so he can get out. And now it worked, and he's finally going to be able to get out of here. But he's coming to this house, and actually he's coming after me. And that's terrible. He's a zombie, and now he won't stop chasing me. But guys, I'm throwing these eggs so he stops coming here, but he won't stop. So I'm coming up front, and my friend is going to have to save me from this. And finally my friend arrived here, and I'm going to have to get in this car. And now he's going to have to drive away fast, because what just happened was really weird. But now, there are other houses here, including this house, where the player is showing this American flag, and his entire house is themed around the United States. And it really looks beautiful. But my friend brought me right here, and I want to talk to this player to see what he thinks of my avatar. But he went back inside and locked his house, and he's watching what's going on, and he's scared of my avatar. And I don't know why he's scared of this, since I'm a normal person. And he's looking at it, and he turned off the light, and he's really very scared. He said, "Get out of here, evil monster." Look, unfortunately, I'm not going to leave. But guys, now he's coming upstairs, afraid of what's happening. So I'm going to make an even scarier avatar, so he gets even more scared of me, because for now he's only a little scared. So my friend is going to have to take me up front. And now he's coming here. But apparently this zombie is coming here too. And maybe this could be a problem, because he came down here and is waiting for the player to come down. But it looks like he's coming down here, and that's bad. He just realized there's a zombie here, and now he ran away. And the zombie is going to keep waiting for him down here forever in Brookhaven. And this player is really scared, but he's taking me up front, and I don't know where he's going. But he brought me right back here, probably to make an avatar. So now I'm going to return my avatar to normal, and I'm going to use this ID on the right. I'll remove my items, and I'll choose a suit like this one. And now I really look very weird, and it looks like I'm a ghost. But I'm coming to my friend's car, because he's going to have to take me back to the neighborhood, because I want to scare more players. But now, he jumped right here, and I got up here. But I don't know if that was on purpose, or if he really meant to do that. He said, "Obviously I meant to do that." Look, I'm almost sure he's lying. He really did that by accident. But there are two players right here. And he said, "I'm a businessman." And apparently the two of them are a couple. But guys, now he went right over there and started cooking, because they're on a date. But what they don't know is that I'm going to show up at their window, because I have a really good spot where I can access their entire house. And I can really access their whole house, and all the windows. Especially this one, because it's the one they sleep in. But now, he's probably getting the food for both of them, right here. And their life is going really well for now. But as soon as it gets dark, I'm going to scare them, because I'm going to appear at their window when they go to sleep. But I never saw the player again in Roblox, and actually it looks like he's here at the window, watching what's happening. And he really is seeing it. But I'm watching him, and I'm going to throw this egg here just to make him really mad. Perfect! I threw it right here, and I'm trying to hit him, but it's really hard, because all the eggs are landing on the roof. And now I'm sure I'm going to hit him. But all the eggs fell here, and my mission really didn't work. But now it's getting dark, and apparently the zombie is still in this part. And every time the player comes down here, he ends up going back upstairs, scared of what's happening. But now that it's night, that couple is probably going to sleep. He said, "Let's go to sleep. I'm sleepy." And now, he's going to close the fridge like this. And meanwhile, she's coming here to sleep. But I have to see here which room they're going to, because we have this room, which is pretty interesting. But it's going to be hard for me to get here. And we have this other room. And this room is going to be really easy to get to simply scare them. But guys, apparently he got here, and she came here with him too, and they're trying to sleep. But the thing they least expect is that I'm going to show up in their house. So I'm coming right here. But first, I have to wait a bit, so they fall asleep in Roblox. And it looks like he's almost asleep, and now he finally fell asleep. But she's still awake, so I'm going to appear right here holding an axe. And I'm sure that's going to scare the player, because it's completely nighttime. But she got up there, and she's really scared of what's happening. She said, "Get up, someone's at the window." So I'm going to leave the window, and now it looks like he got up here to see what's going on. And now I'm going to have to get out of here as fast as possible. Now I'm going to climb up here like this, and I'm totally hidden, and it's impossible for them to see me. But he just came right here to check if someone is here. But actually there's no one there, because I'm up here. But he doesn't know that. So I'm going to hide back here to avoid being seen. And he's looking over here, and he said, maybe it's just an illusion, because people don't break into other people's houses, because that's a crime. Look, even though it's a crime, that doesn't stop people from coming into others' houses in Brookhaven. But now he's going back to sleep. And he said, just to be safe, I'm going to close the windows. And that's a problem, because he's going to close the windows in a way that they won't be able to see me anymore. Now he's looking here, and he completely closed this window with these wooden boards, and now he went back to sleep. But they're happy, and now he already fell asleep. And unfortunately I can't show up back there anymore, because the window is closed. But nothing stops me from showing up here, which is the only place I can appear. So I'm coming back here, and it looks like my friend is still waiting for me to come back. He said, scare all of them until they leave the game. And I'm going to do exactly that. But there's a problem. It's starting to get bright, so I have to do this quickly, because soon it will be morning, and that's going to be a problem. So I just showed up at the door to see her reaction, because she's still awake. But she got up here, and she got really scared, and just left the game. So her house disappeared, because she had a house here, and now it's gone. And he got up right here, but he doesn't know where his girlfriend went in Roblox. So I have to leave here quickly before he realizes that I'm the one who made his girlfriend leave the game. But my friend just got here, and it looks like he's going to say something. He said, get the same house she had before, and you'll be able to use powers in the house. And what he said is true. So I'm going to get the same house she had, which was exactly this one. And now that I got this house, I can open open the garage, close the curtains, and also turn off all the lights because I'm the owner of the house. Now I'm going to hide right here, and it looks like she just came back into the game again, and she's back. But I urgently need my friend's help. I said, put a big vehicle in front of my name because my name is showing right here, and my friend is going to have to help me hide it. So he got this bus and is placing it exactly here. And he left the bus in this spot, and now he just got out and placed these wooden barricades to hide my name. And now it's impossible to see my name because it's really well hidden, and he's covering the whole vehicle with wood. And now I'll finally be able to hide without any problems because she's not going to realize this house is mine. But my friend got back in the car and came back here because he has to hide. But she came right here and is looking at the house. She said, "What? My house wasn't deleted. Look, it simply wasn't." But her boyfriend just arrived here and he's really happy she's back. But what they don't know is that I can press this button and add a bunch of effects to the house. But first I'm going to hide back here because they might come inside at any moment. So they came right here to watch TV. So I'm going to turn on the TV so they don't suspect that this house isn't hers. She said, "The house is glitched." Weird, right? But now I'm going to turn off the lights, and I'm sure they're going to get scared by that. They're just staring at each other here. He said, "Didn't you pay the electricity bill this month?" Dude, but in Brookhaven you don't even have to pay bills. But I'm going to turn the lights back on like this, and they're simply not understanding what's happening, and they also don't know someone is here. But guys, I'm going to lock this house, and now they can't get out of here. So I'm going to activate all the house effects to really scare them. Perfect! I just activated all of them, and the house is really weird now. There's even an alien up here, and they're really scared. He's super scared, and meanwhile she's trying to get out of here, but she can't. And it looks like now he just left the game. So I'm going to disable all the effects and pretend nothing happened. Perfect! All the effects just disappeared from here, and now I open the door so she can leave. But what she doesn't know is that I'm going to appear behind her. Perfect! I just showed up here, man, and she's looking at this, and now she ran away, scared of what's going on. But her boyfriend just came back here, and he's back. But she's running past here in front, scared of me, and now he's going after her. And they really got super scared. But now I'm leaving this house, and I want to check out this other Roblox house that I haven't visited until now. But the player just showed up here. He said, "Only people wearing blue can enter my house." But now he just saw my avatar and went back inside, scared of what's happening. And I don't understand why players are scared of this avatar of mine, since it's just a normal avatar, and there's nothing strange about it. But my friend left from here, and now he came back around. He said, "I forgot it was you," and I got scared. I don't know why they're so afraid of this avatar. But now, I'm going to use this Roblox avatar that's completely paid, and I want to see his reaction. But he's watching it, and I'm sure he's really scared. And he's standing still here, which is really weird, and I don't know what happened, but he just won't move. And suddenly he left the game, and that was really strange. And that other player is seeing this too, and now he left the game. Look, that was really weird, because they're super scared of this avatar. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button. I'll add you on Roblox.